Mr. Lickboot from the Tom and Jerry movie. First of all, that name. But yeah, this guy is played by Tony Jay, one of the greatest voice actors ever. Rest in peace. Oh my god. But yeah, this guy is kind of creepy though. Especially the part where he's like, we've got to have money. That face he makes when he does that is so weird. What about when, like, Robin arrives at her cabin, and, like, she finds him and Aunt Fig, like, he grabs her by the arm, and then she, like, kicks him, which is actually really funny. But yeah. Oh my god. Dr. Applecheeks. Need I say more about Dr. Applecheeks? There's this one part where he's, like, walking towards an ice cream truck with this creepy smile. It's just so creepy. In fact, I have a Mandela effect involving that scene that we will talk about another day. I plan to talk about more of my dreams soon, as long as I get these videos over with. So yeah. But yeah. Okay. And Captain Kitty. Oh my god. This guy creeps me out. Oh my god. Like, this guy's introduced much later on in the film. Like, Robin, Tom, and Jerry are, like, on this raft on their way to Tibet, past Cleveland. That's a running gag in the film, for some odd reason. I don't get it. But yeah, like, yeah, a ship, breaks, like, their raft, and and they're separated and stranded, and Robin's taken to Captain Kitty's, cabin, and she wakes up, and she finds his parrot, puppet, Squawk, and he just freaks me out. Yeah, the Nostalgia Critic, when he, saw this scene, he was like, oh my god, I'm in hell, it finally happened. Yeah, this guy is actually kind of creepy, though. Like, I don't know. I think you all know what kind of creepy I mean. But yeah, I don't know, this guy's just so weird, though. But yeah, he doesn't even turn into a bad guy until he finds a $1 million reward on milk carton, about Robin being worth a lot of money that was put there by her aunt. And yeah, he, like, keeps her, on the top of the Ferris wheel until her aunt comes by, and yeah, it's just so creepy. I don't get why he's just introduced all of a sudden, but yeah. This one's from the Three Stooges, film, Malice in the Palace. See, in this one scene, they're studying a map, and then we see a shot of that map for, like, 2 minutes with no dialogue whatsoever. There's, like, no talking at all, and then after several minutes, we see, like, Mo, like, talking about what they're gonna do, what the plan is, and that frightened me when I was little. I mean, it didn't frighten me. I mean, I never really watched this when I was little, but it does really frighten me, though. Oh my god, I hated it so much, though. I think there's another film where that same thing happens as well. I don't know, it's just so weird. Like, why would they do that, though? That's, like, the laziest thing ever. Oh, no. This is from Barney's Magical Musical Adventure again. You know, where the king is, like, talking about something that he wants to do, but he can't. He's like, I can't go fishing. And then everyone's like, go fishing! And that kind of freaked me out. But yeah. I don't know, it's just so weird, though. This one is from Elf, when he's, like, testing all these Jack-in-the-Boxes, and they all, like, pop out, and they make this creepy laugh. The worst thing is that I actually remember the Pajama Sam game, Pajama Sam No Need Hide Went Dark Outside. That had the same laugh, apparently, in one of the click points. But, yeah. This one's about the Great Mouse Detective. There's actually 2 different times this happens, where that bat named Fidget apparently is, like, does this jump scare or something. It's just so creepy, though. It's so scary. Oh my god, I hate it so much. I remember back then, in the early days of YouTube, a lot of YouTube videos were so loud, apparently. A lot of Barney videos that were in a different language, like Hebrew, were always so loud, though. Especially Hebrew videos. It's just so weird. Ah, no, this one. Yeah, this one's about Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Yeah, you know, the game the angry video game nerd reviewed. I hated this part whenever I'm, like, playing the game, whenever I'm in the middle of the game, and a screen says, "What a horrible night to have a curse." I hated that so much, though. But yeah, and the music got creepier when that happened. Yeah, apparently. This one's about, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's this one part where there's, like, a bunch of, like, giant bees. I hated that so much. And there's one episode, Henry Danger, where there's these things called zombies, where there's bees that feast on your brain. That was too disturbing. And then there was this That's So Raven episode involving a bee club. There was also this... Oh, no, this one was worse. This was an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, where they're trying to, like, show everyone this one guy is perfectly fine, like, his ankle's not broken, and, like, they're trying to scare him with this bee, the CGI bee, and he actually comes really close to the camera, and, like, it lands on Cody's, like, nose, and that was just too frightening. He was, like, crying, though, when that happened. This is from Fred Movie 2, Night of the Living Fred, where Fred has this fantasy where Mr. Devlin is this crazy bug, and I hated it so much. And he started, like, sucking, like, Fred's blood. I hated that so much. This one's from Marvin, the show that starred the same person who played Fred, where he plays this alien from outer space who's living on Earth. This one part where he, in the Big Time Rush episode, where he, like, said this thing called Marvy that protects them if a clerk came by, and, like, he tries to, like, make it go malfunction so they can go to the concert, the Big Time Rush concert, and it malfunctions too much, and it just goes insane, though, trapping the parents and the grandpa in the house, apparently. But, yeah. And then, like, Marvy is, like, on this computer laptop, and he's gonna scare them with bees. There's no bees flying around, but we see on the computer there's a picture of bees. I hated that. This one. This is from the Barney episode Night Before Christmas, when they're singing the 12 Days of Christmas, the part where Baby Bop's like, 5 gold rings. I hated that part so much when I was little. Apparently some other people do as well. But yeah, that is probably one of the reasons why I hate that video. The part in Shrek where the dragon is introduced was kind of freaky, though. Like, when they escape the dragon, they climb up that broken bridge. Like, the dragons, like, make this loud noise, and I just hated that so much. But yeah, there's one part later on, a little bit after that, when Shrek and Donkey are looking at the stars at night. Apparently, it's just so freaky, because there's, like, no music playing at one point in the scene. They're just looking at the stars. I'm just afraid the moon will come to life and start singing the goodbye song from Bear the Big Blue House. And can we just discuss about this scene with Robin Hood? You know, oh, merry man! That scene was so freaky, though, when I first saw this. It's so pointless, though, in my opinion. This one, I couldn't even understand what was going on when I was little. This is from, like, an episode of Hannah Montana where Miley had to, like, finish this project. And, like, Oliver was trying to create this distraction or something. And he was trying to fake a nosebleed. I had no idea he was faking it, though. I thought his nose was actually bleeding. But apparently he actually used ketchup, apparently. So, yeah. That was just so weird. This is from 2 episodes. This is from an episode of That's So Raven and Hannah Montana. Like, Jackson was playing as this health inspector, and he was trying to inspect the soup, and his nose makeup was drooping. And I think the same thing happened in an episode of That's So Raven, which I didn't like. This is from the That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana crossover, from the first part where they're trying to like expecting the what's her name Pistache to show up, and then like Donna Cabana was like getting this message, and she's like, it's a message from Milan. Milan. I meant to say Milan, but then I said Mulan. And like when she yelled that, and that was so loud, it just scared me when I was little. Sorry if I scared anyone else though. This one's from the Sweet Life episode where they sneak into a movie, an R-rated movie called Zombie Mom. And I remember the Zombie Mom poster scared the hell out of me. It looks so disturbing. I also remember one of the Child's Play movie DVD covers also scared me as well when I saw it in a video store one time. There's one part in the Sweet Life episode where they wish that they were superheroes, and Mosby is like hypnotizing everyone. It was just so freaky when that happened. This is from the episode where there was like a bunch of bugs at the Tipton Hotel, apparently. There were like bugs crawling everywhere. It was so disturbing. Even Zach was horrified. There's one part of the Sweet Life on Deck where like Mosby and Tutwiler were like fighting, and like Tutwiler did this thing where she slapped Mosby's nose. That was just so disturbing. I hope he was okay. But I think they also did that on one episode of Sam and Cat. This one's from Cory in the House episode. Yes, there are some things on Cory in the House that scare me. But yeah, this one episode where Cory was like making these lovely dessert things, but instead of using like baking powder, he like used baking soda, and like when they pour this like lemon sauce on it, it explodes. I was so freaked out because what if someone ate that and they exploded? I didn't like that. But yeah. Some of the Halloween Town creatures in Halloween Town are so freaky. Like, there's these dog people, and there's, like, that, cab driver. He kind of scares me. And, of course, Calabar, obviously. Like, spoilers, he scares me because he's the villain and stuff. He just creeps me out, though, to be honest. But, yeah, a lot of the things is just so weird, though. There's a scene in Halloween Town 2 where, like, Calabar's son, Cal, is trying to cast a spell on everyone that makes their mask turn them into, like, real-life monsters. It was just so freaky, though. And there's one scene from the third film where, like, Aggie's, like, eyes start popping out, and that was so frightening, in my opinion. It made me want to throw up when I first saw it. And I think it also happened in another Disney Channel movie as well. This one's about Roseanne. I know Roseanne's not really a kid-friendly show, but I might as well mention it. Some of her Halloween pranks are just too frightening and stuff. Too much for me. No, one episode they did a Christmas Carol, but it was Halloween instead. I always hated the Tarzan yell because it kind of scared the hell out of me when I was little. I remember I had this Cinderella 2 VHS that had a trailer for some Tarzan movie, and it had that yell, and I was just so frightened by that. I hated it so much. Oh my god. I hated it. Especially Cinderella 2. I hate Cinderella 2 so much. It's a really bad film. This one's from the Kenan and Kel movie, Two Heads Are Better Than None, where they come across this, like, headless horseman guy, and it's just too disturbing. He chops off everyone's head, and I can't believe they got away with this. This is a Nickelodeon show. Nickelodeon usually gets away with a lot of stuff, but not this kind of stuff. That's just so frightening, though. I don't know, like, what do you think? Like, have you seen this film? I think it's actually on YouTube right now. I don't think it's on DVD, though, but I don't know. But yeah. This one is from the Jimmy Neutron movie, where Jimmy accidentally shrinks Miss Fowl, and she's, like, really small, and she comes across this worm that was in this apple, and it was just so freaky. It was, like, growling at her. The worst thing is that this clip shows up in the Season 1 Jimmy Neutron intro. So, yeah. I don't get why some clips in the intro are from the movie, though, to be honest, but I think the same thing happened back at the Barnyard. I would talk about that show, but I don't really know anything that scares me from it. But the scene on iCarly, where this guy was squirting milk out of his eyes. That was too disgusting. Does anyone remember that? That was from the very first episode. So yeah, that's it for now.